There's been a lot of talks about what is theistic Satanism. In today's discussion, a lot of people kind of argue over whether true Satanism is LaVeyan or theistic. And I'm part of what people would call the Joy of Satan occult, so to say. And before we start, a lot of people say that it's a racist group. Yes, that is there in there somewhere, but I believe that Satan loves all of humanity. He just despises the Judeo-Christian religion that has blasphemed him for years. I feel that that's an injustice, but I think Satan accepts all people. He's a lover of humanity. In this video, I'm just gonna start off with explaining some really elementary beliefs. Start off, we're a sect of spiritual Satanists. Now, there's a couple sects nowadays, like the LaVeyan Satanists, which is more of a philosophy. It has the biggest adherents of Satanism. I know it started by Anton LaVey. He wrote 5 books about it. It's an interesting movement, but not what I personally believe is true. Spiritual Satanists believe that the old pagan gods are the true gods of humanity, that they want to help us achieve a higher state of being, and that's my goal. Satanism is not a Christian invention. We do not worship the Satan of the Bible. That is a blasphemous lie of our Father. Satanism definitely did not sprout from it. It predates it by a long time. In fact, Satanism predates all religions. It's humanity's first. Satanism is not about spooks or Halloween terrors. No, I'm sorry to disappoint. Satan is not red with a pitchfork and a pointy tail. He actually happens to be a blonde guy who wears white robes, like most of the demons. Satanism is not about evil. We do not worship evil. We don't condone evil people or evil acts. The people that murder other humans and say that they're doing it in dedication to Satan, those aren't what we represent. Those are kind of offset whack jobs. Satanism is not a reaction to Christianity. Satanism is not about death. No, like every other human being, we don't enjoy death. We're not like, oh, please kill us now, Satan. We value life. Humans are sacred to Satan. He wanted to give us knowledge and life, so to be anti-life would kind of be like a smack in the face to our Father. Theistic Satanism is about elevating and empowering humanity, which was Satan's first purpose. Satan was a scientist and doctor of an alien species called the Nordics. And in the alot, which is the quote-unquote Bible of Satan, or the Black Book of Satan, says that he created 4 corners of life, which we now know to be the 4 things that make up DNA, which is adenine, cytosine, thymine, and guanine. And he wanted to give us knowledge and to empower us so that we can be like the gods or their religion, which is a highly telepathic species. Satanism is a real being. We do think that he exists. A lot of LaVeyan Satanists think that he's more of a concept of rebellion and societal liberation. But we think that he is a real being. He's found traced back all the way to Sumeria, and he's known as Enki. This is where we find our roots in paganism and Satanism. We believe that Satan is humanity's true creator. Satanism believes that Satan empowered humans, and so we believe that he is our creator God. We are law-abiding. Contrary to popular belief, we don't just go around ransacking shops and attacking people and sacrificing things. We are one of the most heavily scrutinized groups of people ever, and yet we're probably the most law-abiding. We do not advocate or condone blood or any sacrifice. Humans are first off sacred to Satan, for he works so hard to help us. And animals are sacred to Satan and his demons too. Like cats and owls are sacred to Lilith. Dogs are sacred to Anubis. And cats are sacred to a demon called Hagith. Satanism goes hand in hand with science. Our beliefs are very much so proven by it. There is a mountain of evidence that if you take the time to look into, it's actually really shocking on how supported this religion is, unlike the views of Christianity, which have little scientific backing. The original gods, including Satan, are human friendly and want to advance humans. A lot of people picture demons as things that possess and attack. This is because of Christian perversion of them in many popular movies and pop culture and books, kind of like The Exorcist, where we saw the demon Pazuzu attack the little girl and possess her. We do know that Pazuzu is a lesser demon, but still a very nice one. He's a protector of young children and pregnant women, actually. The Christian church made them out as monsters. Um, and this was a blasphemy. This really hit pagans hard because it swung the whole movement of people from paganism, which is our true religion, what we started off as, into the kind of suppressive regime of Christianity. We use meditation to advance ourselves, and this is what Satan and the original God showed us how to do. Meditation is just focusing on yourself to open up your soul through your 7 chakras. Well, your main chakras, there's a bunch of minor ones. But you have your 7th one, which is your crown chakra at the top of your head. Your 6th chakra, which if you imagine a quarter right in between your eyes, up about an inch, and then go back into the middle of your head, that's where the 6th chakra is. In front of that's the 3rd eye. And then below that is the 5th chakra, also known as the throat chakra. And then below that is the heart chakra, which is shaped like a uni. The other ones are shaped like pyramids. And below that you have the solar plexus, or the 3rd chakra. Then you have the 2nd chakra, and then the base chakra. And below that is where the Kundalini spirit rests. And we try to open these chakras and make the Kundalini spirit, which is our chi, witch power, life force, bioelectricity, whatever you want to call it, ascend through these chakras up to the crown, which helps us achieve our end goal, which is the magnum opus, or achieving the Godhead, which means that we are then in control of our destiny. We do practice magic. Now, before you start with your preconceptions of magic, no, we do not just cast curses and stuff. In fact, we are not all about that black magic stuff, as many people think Satanists are. We're more focused around white magic, not so much as Wiccans, but we do not intentionally harm humans with magic unless they have made a serious offense against us. Now, this is not just up to debate. It's like if you are raped, if someone kills your family, then you kind of have a right to use black magic. Because Satanism is about not just enlightenment and improvement of the human race, it's also about justice. Our religion is life-loving. The Christian religion says that gay people are an abomination, says that slaves are okay as long as you treat them like this, and that. That if a man rapes his woman, as long as he pays the father, well, then he can keep her. And that's kind of a suppressive religion because it instills these bad moral codes for humans, and it really hurts us inside. It also tries to suppress our spirituality. In the book of Revelations, it says that God put 7 seals on humans, which is our 7 chakras that I talked about earlier. The Christian God is the Nordics who wanted to enslave us. Remember, Nordics are the species that Satanism and the divergent demons came from, who supported him. Theistic Satanism advocates individuality, liberty, and independence. In Theistic Satanism, we want you to grow by yourself. We want you to ascend the ladder of higher being. There is no intermediate between us and Satan. We come as we are, and we work with ourselves to improve ourselves. A lot of people think differently. They think that we're in a cult, and all we do is sacrifice people and mutilate kids and women, kind of like in the satanic panic of the 80s and 90s. But this is not true. Satanists and Satan and his demons, which are beautiful beings, by the way, love humanity. And it's the Christian perversions that have been trotting this beautiful religion underfoot